I want that song. That song, I love that song. Sunday night was a blessing for me. Sunday night was a blessing for me. Tonight I want to speak to you about two things mainly. The main one is the young man that I got knocked dead with the bike is out of the hospital. And he's well. And despite everything, my concern was about his health and his safety. Life is funny. I was going to take something to help somebody when that took place. I was going to take something to help somebody when that took place. But God is good. God is good. So I'm not worried about that. Tonight I'm here to speak to you about Sister Sean Nicholas. She's up against a man who believes he can't be beaten. But the only man that cannot be beaten is Jesus Christ. And Robinson, not even God can bang him. Imagine that. But you know, we enjoy this recreation grounds with lights. And for over 30, close to 40 years, he's representative. It took time out to come in here for 2 years campaigning and put lights on this field. Our party put light on this field. Robin never did it and fenced the field and organized it. We did it under this party. Not Robin. Robin cannot point on one thing in his constituency that he has done. Not one thing except raise goat. And how remind me of Astor down there last week, Saturday night. Take out 2 handfuls of $5 and $10 and $20 and throw them in the crowd so people fight for money. That's how they want to treat Antigua people. No dignity, no respect. The same thing you do walk around here. And he boasts and say all you have to do is change $20 in $5 bill and drive around Wilikies and get $5 and $5 like a coke man you deal with. Robin did something that I would never forgive him for. All these people in Wilikies that build their beautiful houses, most of them don't own the land. They build as they like. Robin tell them build. And when they get old and they die and the children now begin to look after the land, they find out the land was never paid for. So the children are coming to me now fighting to get title for the land that they build, the parents build the house and so long. He never empowered people. And because he was an APA, he gave them water and light easy. He really never empowered one person in Glanville, Sittons, Newfield, and Wilikies. It's time for him to go. Let me tell you, I can boast about this. In 10 years, 15 persons from around South get honored by the Governor General for years of service in that constituency. And in 10 years, over 40 young people got scholarship to go and study. Tell Robin name one person from Glanville, Seasons and Newfield and Wilikies. They got honored by Governor General and St. Philip's. Tell the name one person, young person who had to get scholarship. What kind of representative them be? Who they help? Who they help? But you know, when I heard that he had to pay £7 million to his wife in England, I said, Robert, you have to have £14 million, which is over 70 million EC dollars. How any one man and make little money, make a month time, save so much money. He can't sell goat enough to raise the kind of money. Where Robin gets $70 million from if you have that, I don't know. And I understand the wife of Antigua for 20 millions more because they have more you hide up. So I'm not telling you where them get the money from. The half of meet the devil at the crossroad. I start and Robin and meeting the devil at the crossroad. They're selling soul to get money like that. I don't understand. I'm in government for 10 years. I've given 35 or more years of my life to serving people and can't get rich. And them get rich after 5 years. Gaston got rich after 5 years. After 5 years, Gaston rich. Have no track record in management or leadership. No success story. Gaston work in Swiss American Bank. That went bankrupt. It went bankrupt. He built some house. A painter. He spent 5 years, the first 5 years in government, and build a house and get government land for $1.50, sell them for $10 and get rich. He built a supermarket in Jennings. That went bankrupt. That lockdown. His wife and his son trust food from all over Antigua and can't pay. And you want to tell me you want to run country? I have been dubbed Minister of the Year in this country for 3 years. Minister of the Year in this country for 3 years, in 10 years. I was Minister of Agriculture for the year for 2 years, 2011, 2012 in the region, because of my work in this Caribbean. I don't go around and sing my praise. I've done the work. I just came back from France and England. One of 2 delegates selected to go to France and England to look at new nuclear plants and to write a report as to the kind of nuclear waste passing through the Caribbean, through the Panama Canal, back to China. I went to Sir Edwin Carrington as the 2 delegates selected by this region. How you say people not working? Do they understand what we do as ministers, how we work, how we achieve things for this country? I done beg already for this year. $7 million to pump from environment to fisheries to agriculture to land survey and so on. Done beg it. We just have to apply for it. And they want to come to inherit that. Me want you. Me want you. This country is on the move. We cannot turn back now. We cannot turn back now. We cannot turn back now. Yes, we have not been perfect. We made mistakes, but we have learned from our mistakes, and now we are one of the best run government in the entire Caribbean. Because we have learned from our mistakes. To put a new government in it now is a try, and you can't afford to try now. You can't afford to try nobody now. You cannot afford to try now. Can't afford to try now. I start saying you spend money around south. All the money, well, bring all the money here. Bring all the money. I always say, it's not just men and women that help me win my seat, it's the grace of God. And God put me there to serve. And because I serve the least among him, he will always have mercy on me. And I know I will win my seat again. And I'll continue to serve. I've given more than half of my life to this. I'm not ready to give up yet. I'm not ready yet. There's more in me with the help of God. So I want to thank all the people around so for their support. To tell all of you, let us get up and go out there and support our candidates and make sure the United Progressive Party stay in office. You can't afford to turn back now. Thank you and good night.